And we're back, guys. Welcome to Tennis in a Minute. I am Good Energy, back with another preview and prediction video. Who's gonna win it all? Stay tuned. I will have a future pick. Will it be Iga Swiatek? Guys, she's got one of the easiest draws. Did you see her draw? Ridiculous. But nonetheless, guys, we have Strikova, Barbora, that's right, the veteran, taking on Zanevska. Let's get right into it, guys. We're not gonna play around. Now, Zanevska, they just played, guys. They literally just played this year, last month, and Strikova won that match, guys. That's right. Now, that was on clay, right? But this match is going to be on grass, so that's something to consider. But the reality here is, that was in Rome, by the way. But the reality here is Strikova's, look, she's 7 years older. She's more experienced, 600 wins in her career. We've seen some of her best seasons, so a long time ago, well over a decade, 2007, 2008, even 7-8 years ago, she was still putting up 40-win seasons. She's experienced, guys. She is, I mean, we talk about Petra Kvitova when we think about the Czech, but Barbora is pretty experienced, although she's only got a couple championships. But she's taking on Zanevska here from the Ukraine by way of Belgium. She's now a resident of Belgium. On grass, I'll be honest with you, Zanevska's not a good grass player, guys. Barbora is by far the better grass player. But Zanevska has a lot of short balls. She has good variety that will give her success on grass, even though she hasn't played good on grass. Her style, and I'm surprised because her style suits grass. This is a matchup where Barbora is a 2-1 favorite, and I think she's overvalued. I think Zanevska can beat her outright. I think she probably will beat her outright, but we'll take the 5.5 free games. That's the pick, guys. Who's next? Danielle Collins, one of my favorite players on tour. Look, guys, she's taking on Julia Grabner. I think the matchmakers, they do a good job of putting these first-time matchups together in the slams. What's up with Danielle? She's having a losing season, guys. I know she's 9-11, but Julia's not doing that better. She's 16-23. They've never played before, but Julia's strong. Julia is strong and athletic, and a lot of people are picking her to beat Danielle because Danielle just hasn't looked good. Danielle Collins is not a good grass player. Julia is not a good grass player. But when it comes to backhands, I say it all the time, Danielle Collins has one of the best backhands on tour, right? Top 10 best backhand, in my opinion. I'll give you a few. Danielle, Emma Raducanu, Coco Gauff, Yelena Ostapenko, Dana Vekic. Those are a few people with the best backhands on tour. Danielle Collins, when it comes to backhands, I mean, we take a look at what she did Wimbledon last year. She had amongst the highest winner rate when it came to her backhand. How long have I been saying she's got one of the best backhands? The numbers don't lie. I think her backhand's got to be enough to get this win here. We're gonna back Danielle Collins, even though she's lost three in a row. She hasn't played since the French Open first round. She's lost to Pegula, Rogers, and Pegula again. But I mean, Grabner is on a 4-match losing streak. Coco, Bronzetti. We'll take Danielle to get the victory here. She's got to get out of the first round. Come on, Danielle, get it together. I think the backhand's going to be too strong. Julia will give Danielle some problems because of her athletic ability. She can match her strength, but I think the backhand down the line, that should be enough for her to hold and get the victory here. Belinda's back, taking on Katie Swan. Now, a lot of people probably wondering, why are they putting Katie Swan, the hometown favorite, against Belinda Bencic? Well, listen, guys. They're probably thinking she can catch Belinda with an upset here. They're probably thinking she's got a chance to beat Belinda. And she might have a chance here. Belinda hasn't been active. This is one of those matches, I say it all the time. When and why do upsets happen? They happen when you have a player like Katie Swan who's played 8 matches already on grass. Belinda has not been active. She hasn't played since that first round loss to Elena Avancian at the French Open. Before that, she lost to Charleston, Ons Jabeur in the Charleston final. She's only played 2 matches since April. This is not good, guys. I don't know what the line is. I have no idea what the numbers are. I haven't looked at a lot of this stuff. I do see several numeric locks though. So if you want a numeric lock, hit the super thanks. I will tag you with the pick. But the reality here is I haven't looked at this number. I'm not sure what it is, but I hope Belinda's not a huge favorite, because you're taking Katie Swan, who's been very active. She's 5-3 on grass so far, and she's won some good matches, guys. Let's just be honest. She beat Sarah Irani, and she even beat Ocean Dotton, who's got a very powerful, strong serve. She beat Zhao, who's solid. But we're gonna pick Belinda to win this matchup, guys. Again, I'm not sure what the number is. I have no idea. Not a match I'm interested in. Belinda hasn't been active, but she's still, when we're talking backhands, I told you, top backhands on tour, Belinda's in that category. I imagine she's a professional. Donna Vekic is one of her best friends. Donna's ready, so I imagine Donna's helping her get ready for this grass season, and I know Belinda doesn't want to leave that soon. So we're going to take Belinda, the power from her backhand. And I mean, look, Belinda's only a couple years older than Katie, and their careers are like night and day. She's only 2 years older than Katie. Night and day, right? We'll take Belinda for the victory. Jill Teichmann taking on Magda Linette. This is going to be a good matchup. These ladies have played twice. Linette won the most recent meeting on hard at the United Cup. Previously, Teichmann, when she was probably hitting her peak, definitely when she was a more familiar name on tour, beat Linette a couple years ago in Chicago. And by the way, let's get some more tournaments in Chicago, guys. Kamaru Murray, what he's doing in Chicago with the youth in the urban neighborhood is amazing, guys. We really need, ladies, who needs a coach? Murray's a solid coach. But nonetheless, guys, look, Teichmann, you know how I feel about Teichmann. There's no reason for her to be, and look, yes, she did qualify. So we saw her playing in Bad Homburg with a 126 ranking. She didn't have to qualify. She made the cutoff point. But nonetheless, she's now ranked 121st. Linette's ranked 24th. On paper, Linette should be a much bigger favorite, right, in this matchup. Expect a competitive matchup, to be honest with you. This is a match that will probably go 3 sets. But the reality here is, you know how I feel about Teichmann. It's like she finds a way to play herself out of these matches with her athletic ability. Now, if you watch the videos, if you follow the channel, the fastest players on tour, and I'm not talking about footwork and, you know, how you can close out, transition from offense to defense. I'm talking about just a straight burst from the baseline to the net. Vertical speed. Coco Gauff, number 1. Clara Buell, number 2. Number 3, I'm probably going to say it's a toss-up between Jill Teichmann and maybe Leylah Fernandez, right? Leylah's super duper fast. And then we got Iga Swiatek in there as well, right? Teichmann is super duper fast. She's super athletic, but I just feel she's got to work on the serve, right? She's not a great returner. Now she's taking on Magda Linette, and you know, let's stay on Teichmann for a minute. She wins about 31% of her return games. That should be higher. With her athletic ability, jumping, pouncing on balls, she doesn't do a good job of just holding serve. She only holds about 60% of the time, which means she's going to get broken. A lot of her matches are going to go over, especially a match like this when she's facing, in my opinion, just the overall better shot maker. Between the lines, guys, Magda Linette's a much better shot maker, and she loves to come across court and hit winners. I think Teichmann plays her best tennis when she is coming forward towards the net, and I think she plays her best tennis going down the line. Other than that, when we're talking about just keeping the ball in play from the net, just from the net to the baseline, Linette's a much, guys, no pun intended, right? From the net to the baseline, Linette, she's a much better shot maker, and it shows. She wins literally almost 15% more of her service games. That shows you right there she's a much better shot maker. She's a better server, right? Averaging more aces per match. She doesn't make as many double faults. So when we're talking about just the cleaner tennis on paper, you have to take Magda Linette. You just have to. And look, I'm not saying that Jill Teichmann can't win this match, but just on paper, Linette, she's just the better player. I don't think she's a more athletic player. I do think she can match Teichmann's athletic ability, but when it comes to on paper, Linette's going to make less mistakes. She's going to serve better. She's going to hold easier. So we'll take Linette to win this match on the money line. That's the pick, guys. Stay tuned for more tennis coverage, more predictions. Guys, like the video. See you soon.